Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons in our NCAA 24 coaching dynasty, where we are back here in the third and fourth game of our time here at Northwestern. This is our first season as their offensive coordinator. We are coming off a hard-fought battle against Notre Dame in South Bend, one that we were not able to pull off the win on. We started out slow, and really it kind of became one of those things that was just too little too late, and we couldn't pull it out, and so we did suffer our first loss of the season and our first loss as their offensive coordinator. But now we are back home getting ready for one more game before we enter into Big 10 play. Keep in mind we will have 9 Big 10 games going on this season. We have brought in USC and UCLA into the Big 10. This was all done before hearing about Washington and Oregon coming. So it's now out of space, so they will not be joining the Big 10 at any point in this series. But let's not focus on that. Let's get this game underway as we are firing it down the field here. Already trailing BYU. Our defense gave up an early touchdown here to get this game started off. So now we are having to respond on the offensive side. We take that first opportunity and strike big for them all the way down to the 39-yard line on the plus side of the field. Trailing 7-0, but our offense it is a rainy Saturday night, but we're not going to be afraid to pass the ball. Now on the next 1st and 10, we hand that one off to Evan Hull, picking up 3 yards going up the middle right there. And I think, anytime you see a 3-3-5 kind of defense, running right at them is going to be one of the best ways to do that, to combat it. So we are going to have to stick to our run game a lot during this one, I have a feeling. Now on 2nd and 7, we throw that one out to Kurtz, and it's not going to be caught. It does get deflected. Thankfully, it did not get intercepted, and that one falls incomplete, leaving us here with a 3rd and 7. Needing to keep things moving. Helinski's going to be in a shotgun formation. It's a play action to Hull. Helinski fires it over the middle, and that one is going to be intercepted by Christensen. Coming back, and he's tackled real quick by Dennis on that one. And we just didn't see him there. We did not see him. Now, our defense, thankfully, has our back, gets a stop, so we're still only trailing 7-0 later here in the first quarter. As that time we find Dennis Jr. coming across the field, breaking tackles, and he gets another big-time gain of 25 yards. That's his first catch of the evening as we are on the move. It's already cold here early on in the year. It's still September in Illinois. And it's already got our breath going. So we should probably have a lot of cold games. Need to maybe adjust our game plan for that. And on 1st and 10, we hand that one off to Hull going to the left side. He's going to pick up 4 yards on that carry. Pretty slow start for him. 13 yards on 4 carries, so just over 4 yards per touch. Now 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line here, just under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Trying to get things evened up. The score is still 7-0 BYU. They are leading. So we're going to come out in a 3-wide set. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Helinski has the snap. Fires it over to Cam Porter over the middle, and he's going to make the catch and get down inside the red zone. And we really need to take time and capitalize on this possession here. This is a great opportunity to get this game tied back up and get some momentum going in our direction. Just over about 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. We are about 11 yards away with the 1st and 10. Helinski's in the shotgun, has a snap, drops off the screen pass. Hull's got some space, but a shoestring tackle brings him down for no gain. He had the opening, and if he could have avoided that tackle, he probably was off into the end zone, and this game would be tied up. But instead, he does get tackled, and now we got a 2nd and 10. Staying in the shotgun, we got a 3-wide set. Bunch to the left, Dennis wide, bunch to the right. And that's where we're going to find Kurtz coming over on the right side, a little curl route out of that bunch formation over there. We had Dennis Jr. wide left, but he was kind of more of a decoy in that sense. 3rd and 4 now. From about the 4.5-5 yard line, Helinski's going to stay in the shotgun. Standard 3 wide. It's going to be a play action. Pressure comes. He hits Lane coming across the field. Lane goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And this game is going to be tied up here in the first quarter. A great job to claw our way back into it. Now we're here in the second. We were able to get a stop on BYU and our offense back out on the field. Pistol formation. Hand that one off to Hull. He takes off about 13 yards right up the middle and picks up a first down. Good to see him getting some space. Finally, it looks like our offensive line is starting to make its presence known. First and 10 from the 32. Helinski staying in the shotgun. 4 wide set this time. He has the snap. Hands it off to Hull up the middle. Once again, breaking tackles. Evan Hull picks up 8 yards straight up the gut. He's now got 34 yards on 6 carries. Almost at 6 yards per rush. Second and 2. We're now at about the 24-yard line, give or take. Helinski in a shotgun. It's going to be an option keeper, and he tripped. He got tripped up by the defender. Man. Oh, that's pitiful. The guy went chasing after Hull and was trailing him so far, Helinski tripped over him and went to the turf for a loss. So now 3rd and 5. Has the snap. Stands in the pocket, fires it over. He's got Jacob Gill down to the 10-yard line. First and goal here after that 17-yard reception. Gill's now got 59 yards on 3 catches as Helinski's just over 159 yards on 9 completions for the day with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So first and goal, Wildcats coming out in a pistol formation, 3 wide. Helinski hands it off to Hull up the middle, small little opening for him, and he goes running right through it and picks up just a couple yards right there. Gets us down to about the 8. So second and goal now from the 8-yard line. Gotta watch how we run these plays. We need to capitalize and make touchdowns every chance we can get. So we're going to come out 4 wide in a shotgun. Has the snap. Helinski takes off up the middle. Gets hit hard after a 4-yard rush, but he gets down to the 4. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal. He had a small little opening there. Just could not get around the tackler. And that's going to put us in pretty good position, though. So 3rd and goal from the 4. We come out, and it's going to be under center. 2 tight ends to the right. I formation. Has the snap. Checks the pocket. Fires it over to Lang, and that's deflected. Max Tooley for the defense almost intercepts that one. But we do end up kicking a field goal. Now BYU would come right back at us and get a touchdown and retake the lead in this game. So here we are later in the second quarter, just about the 3-minute mark with an option keeper, and that's going to pick up 0 yards. The score is now 14-10 here in this one as we are just on the plus side of the field at about the 49-yard line. Helinski staying in the shotgun, 4 wide set, has the snap. Fires it over the middle. He gets Hull, but Hull gets hit by 2 BYU defenders, and that ball is jarred loose. And so it falls incomplete. Now 3rd and 10. Coming out needing a big play here. This has not been our strong suit so far. We still need to try to figure out how we manage these. We're still early in our career and early in the season. On a 3rd and 10, throw it quick over to Kurtz. He gets hit hard, but he makes the catch. Bryce Kurtz for 16 yards, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 Wildcats as he made that one right in traffic. You know, they brought a blitz, which left him open, and the quick throw got completed, and he was able to hold on to it. So 1st and 10 now. Helinski in the shotgun. Quick throw over, and that's going to be looking for Dennis coming across on that slant. Unable to make the completion. That one was pretty well challenged. Now Helinski's kind of dropped off a little. He's 12 for 20 on the evening. Not his best effort so far. 2nd and 10, he's going to be 5 wide, all alone. Fires it quickly, hits Jacob Gill, who gets smacked after gaining about 7 yards and does come down, try to avoid that tackle. Just couldn't do it. So now it's 3rd and 3. Clock is on the move. We're sitting at just over 1 minute remaining in the first half. Helinski has the snap. Fires it. Jacob Gill drops that one. He had it in his hands, but contact was made, and he dropped it just about immediately, making it 4th and 3 from the 26-yard line. And we are going to go for it. Don't want to try a 43-yard field goal in this weather. Helinski has the snap. Fires it off to the left side, and that's going to be intercepted by Wilgar for the Cougars. He's taking it back, and Gill chases him down. The 2nd interception by this Wildcat offense. And that would just be an abysmal way to end the half. But we give up another touchdown between then and now as we're in the third quarter, trailing 21-10. As we've hit Dennis Jr. coming across on the slant pattern, he picks up 12 yards. One thing you have to do when you're trailing by double digits is you got to take it one play at a time, and that is exactly what we're doing in this one. 8 minutes remaining in the third, but we have to be smart about it. You can't get all the points back at once. You got to, just like I said, one play at a time, and that one we hand it off to Evan Holt right off the left guard, and he's going to pick up 8 yards. He's got 51 yards on 10 touches this afternoon or this evening. A pretty good night so far for him. Need to keep feeding him the rock. So 2nd and 2 here in this one at the 15-yard line inside the red zone, a spot where we have at times struggled. We just need to get a little bit more efficient. 2nd and 2 coming out, 3 wide, 2 back, shotgun set. Helinski drops back. He's going to take off himself. He's got space to the right side, and he's going to fumble. And that's going to be picked up by Pilley for the Cougars, and there's another turnover inside the red zone. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, God, another turnover, but thankfully our defense holds up on that one as they force a punt. We have possession of the ball once again, and this time we hit Lang on a pass for 5 yards. Still in the third quarter, just at about the 6-minute mark. So BYU's not taking hardly any time off the clock. They are a fast-paced offense, so that is going to happen every now and then, especially when incompletions start. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a triple option. Helinski tosses it over to Porter, shoves one guy off, and is finally brought down, picking up 4 yards on his first carry of the game. And that's going to set us up with 3rd and 1. As the third quarter, we are at the back half of it, just under 5 minutes to go. We're going to come out in an I formation, 2 tight ends, hand it off to Joseph right up the middle. Ricky Joseph, our fullback, picks up 7 yards. We needed 1, he got 7. And that's going to get us down to the 25-yard line and a 1st and 10. Now in the shotgun, 3 wide set, Kurtz wide right. It's going to be a play action. He rolls out, Helinski. Nowhere to go with it, and finally just throws it away. Nowhere to run, nowhere to pass, and then he chunks it out of bounds at the cheerleaders. 2nd and 10. Now after that throwaway, still at the 25-yard line, going to be 3 wide, 2 back set. Helinski has a snap, fires it to the left side. He's got Kurtz at the sideline, and he makes the catch and is brought down at about the 4 after a gain of 22 yards on that reception. A great catch on the edge. And then to try to push it a little bit forward, and they're going to mark him out actually at the 3. And that was a beautiful play by Kurtz to make that one and to get the ball going forward. Now on 1st and goal, Helinski rolls out to the right, fires it over the middle. He went for Kurtz at the back of the end zone. Bad throw on the run, but he did have Lang right there on the right side all by himself once the defender charged him. Should have dropped it off to him. So 2nd and goal in a pistol formation. Making changes at the line, has a snap, they bring a blitz, stands in the pocket, keeps dropping way back, fires it horribly. Absolutely abysmal throw on that one. I don't know what he was doing. Now we're down to 3rd and goal at the 3. Helinski's going to go back to the shotgun, 2 back set, has the snap, stands in the pocket, pressure comes, fires it late, and that one's going to be intercepted by Tooley for the Cougars. Another one. Another interception. You've got to be kidding me. You know, our defense is holding up. They've forced them to punt the ball once again. They're holding up, but that cannot happen forever. As we almost throw a 5th interception. Now, Helinski's 19 of 37, 275 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, but I promise y'all when I say this, he's the best option we have. Now 3rd and 3. We are in the 4th quarter. The score is still 21-10. Helinski has a snap. Rolls out to the right. Head is tied in and just completely overthrows him. What was he doing? I couldn't tell you what he was doing on that one. Completely whiffed. Couldn't have hit the broadside of a barn if he tried. 4th and 3. Helinski coming out in a shotgun. 3 wide. Has a snap. Drops back, fires it over. Hits Jacob Gill. On a 4th and 3, he picks up 11 on the pass to Gill on the slant route. And Gill's got 119 yards on 7 catches tonight. A great evening for him. So 1st and 10. The score is still 21-10, needing to come back and get a touchdown on the board. Fire that one over to Lang, coming over the middle. Marshall Lang picked up 14 yards in the 1st and 10. And that's going to keep us moving all the way down to the 13. Well inside the red zone. Now, 1st and 10, here we go. 13 yards away, trying to avoid a red zone turnover for about the 3rd time today. Helinski's going to be in a pistol formation. It's going to be an option keeper. Helinski up the middle, cuts right, cuts back up, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ryan Helinski took off right up the middle, made a quick little cut and came right back at it, and that would get him into the end zone. Now, we would fail on the 2-point conversion, so we're still trailing by 5 as we come down to these final 2 minutes, and Helinski on an option keeper will take off right up the middle and slide down to avoid any possibility of a fumble. Down at the 25-yard line, the clock is ticking. Okay, Helinski's going to be in the shotgun. 3 wide, 2-back set, has the snap. Stands in the pocket, fires it over for Gill. He's got it into the end zone, 25 yards. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a throw and catch. The safety cutting across. I don't know if he was trying to deflect it or trying to get the interception. Unable to do either one. And he just completely whiffs. And that allows us to get into the end zone. On the 2-point conversion, Helinski drops back, finds Porter after rollout, and Porter goes marching in untouched. He takes that 2-point conversion, is good. The score 24-21 as BYU and their offense comes out on the field for their turn at offense. 1:26 remaining. They have the snap. Stand in the pocket, fire it quickly over the middle, and a good reception as he's hit and brought down real quickly. Isaac Rex coming out of that little tight end position. So 1st and 10, making a change at the line. Send their tight end across the formation. Has the snap, and he's going to take off himself. He's hit and brought down. Jacob Conover sacked for a 2-yard loss. He looked like he wanted to panic a little bit, right up the middle. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be sacked right there. 2nd and 12, 1 minute remaining. Conover throws that one. He has his man right there in the middle of the field who makes the catch. Keanu Hill, 22-yard reception on that one. Conover is 17 of 33 for 282 yards on the day. So 55 seconds remaining after BYU did use their first timeout. Conover has the snap, fires it over. Big time catch by their receiver once again. Isaac Rex hit immediately as the ball got to him at the 30-yard line, but he holds on. The second timeout used. BYU has the snap. They're standing in the pocket, still protected, rolls out to the left side, and he takes off. He's got space, stiff-arming people, and he finally is brought down. He fumbled it. He actually fumbled it, but they do recover. And that, God, you hate to see something like that happen. He took off, and it's like the defenders didn't even see him. Didn't even know he had the ball. And he took off, got a lot of yards, and then the fumble happened. So now they are at the 13-yard line. 41 seconds remaining in this game. Conover's in a shotgun, has the snap, handed off up the middle. He had some space, but it closed quickly. McKesney closed that one down quickly, and that makes it 2nd and 8. Now the snap, and they spike it real quick. 28 seconds remaining in this one. Oh, goodness gracious. You got to be kidding me. 28 seconds remaining from the 12-yard line, needing to force them to kick a field goal. They just go for the screen pass. He completes it, and we swarm him over. We swarm McKesney, and he's going to be brought down for a 1-yard loss. That's going to make it 4th and 9. So they will have to kick a field goal to try to get this thing tied up. That's a big-time play by our defense. They failed multiple times early on in this drive, but they came up when we had to have it happen. And now here comes a field goal opportunity, as we're not going to call a timeout apparently. I don't know why. I run the offense. I can't just call timeout at this moment. So they wait. 2 seconds. Snap is up. Kick is up. And it's going to be good. Game is going to go into overtime now. That's going to be just great. Overtime, and we're going to start out with the ball first. Helinski's going to be in a 5-wide set. Has the snap. They bring a blitz. Rolling out to the right. Throws that one quickly and deflected. I don't know who he was looking at. The defender was right there the whole time. Hadn't really moved at all. It's like he didn't even see him. So now it's 2nd and 10. We're going to be in a pistol formation. This time handed off to Hull up the middle. Little space, but not much to work with as the defense closes that down quickly. 3rd and 6 on this first possession of overtime. Needing to just get the first down. We don't have to have a touchdown right now. We just need the first down. Helinski in a shotgun, 3 wide to the left. Rolls out to the right. Fires it over the middle. That's going to be intercepted by Udo. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's trying to return it. Hull makes the tackle. Another interception. Another one. He wanted to try to set a Northwestern record with 5 interceptions in a game, and he said, I can do it. Do not hold me back. As he threw that one, and the coach is giving him an earful as well as he should have one. So now BYU, all they need is a field goal. They kick a field goal, they win. But that's not the way they're thinking. They got to get themselves in better position. Nobody wants to kick a 42-yarder in the cold rain. As they hand that one off up the middle, and McChesney is going to be stopped. Or I guess it's really McChesney. I'm going with McChesney. He's going to be stopped for no gain, making it 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10. Conover drops back, throws it out to the right side. We jump it. We intercept it. You've got to be kidding me. We forced the turnover. The one thing we needed to have happen, our defense steps up and makes the play. So this thing is not over. We still have life, ladies and gentlemen. We still have breath in our lungs. Now we switch to the other side of the field, but BYU will start with the ball first here in the second overtime, as they're going to be under center. He drops back. Pressure comes, and Conover's going to get sacked for a 3-yard loss. Our 2 guys off the edge came flying through, just bull rushing there, guys, and kind of closed the pocket in around them. Nowhere to go, and they're going to bring Conover down for the sack. That's what you need to have happen, a big-time loss, and really momentum-shifting kind of play. After that interception, it seems to be our defense is starting to kind of feel themselves, get a little bit more confidence. 2nd and 13. Conover's under center. 2 tight ends to the right. Has a snap. Fires it quickly over the middle. Finds this guy who's hit down. Cody Hagan picks up 9 yards on that reception. He got hit hard, but you hate to see someone be that wide open. Just because it's 2nd and 13 doesn't mean you have to allow 9 yards. But he picks up 9 now. It's 3rd and 4 from the 19. So BYU and Conover comes out in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers, 2 backs. Hands it off going to the right. He's got space. Stood up and put down. McChesney couldn't get there. He needed 4 and he got 3. What a play by the defense to come through when they needed it. And BYU attempts a field goal, and that one was right down the middle. So they will take the lead temporarily here, as we have an opportunity. This is our chance. Helinski can make up for all 5 interceptions if he just gets 1 stinking touchdown drive put together right here of 25 yards. That's all we need, 25. And on 1st and 10, we're going with an option. Hand it off to Hull up the middle. Picks up 3 yards right there. Evan Hull, 3 yards. He's got 87 on the total after 16 carries. So now we're down to the 22 with a 2nd and 7. Here we come back out in a pistol formation, 3 wide once again. Helinski with the snap, hands it off up the middle. Hull breaking tackles, and another one. And he's brought down at the 11-yard line. An 11-yard gain by Hull, edging them closer to the century mark. And it's 1st and 10 as we are still going. Just do not turn it over, for the love of God. Helinski has the snap. Quick throw to Marshall Lang over the middle, down to about the 5. Actually, they might mark him down at around the 6. It's about 5.5, 6-yard line. And they are going to give him the 5. Okay. So they're marking it at the 5. 2nd and 5. Here we go. Helinski's in a shotgun. 4 wide. Hands it off to Hull. Going left. He's got a hole open. Evan Hull pushing forward for 3 yards Makes it 3rd and 2, and he actually does cross the century mark with that rush. Great play by him. 3rd and 2. Now we spread him out. Linsky in a shotgun. 4 wide. Hands it off to Hull. Up again. Up the middle. Touchdown Northwestern. Walk off. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a play call. What a run by Hull on a 3rd and 2. From about the 2.5-yard line. We step in there, get the walk-off win. Linsky big-time struggles in this one. Big-time struggles. We're going to have, man, I want to push the ball down the field with him. We're going to have to make some adjustments to how we throw. That's the only thing I can figure at this point, because too many turnovers, that's going to end up killing us as we start into conference play. And that's really going to play a role, in conference play, especially considering next game. We play Michigan starting out, so think about that. Something we got to look forward to, a top 25 team. I think they're going to be top 15 at this point, the Michigan Wolverines. So, and we are on the road in Ann Arbor. Another key little detail right there. Now we escape with the win, 30-27. It sets us up. It's a hard-fought, hard test. I like that we have been tested, and that's something I think we can use. That's the type of grit that we can develop, and it is going to be playing a role for us here in the future. But, man, we got tested against a team we probably shouldn't have gotten tested against. We'll have to see if we can use that to our advantage here in the next game. As like I said, we are in Ann Arbor taking on the Michigan Wolverines. So this is going to be a major road test for us, kind of like the game in South Bend was. But this is conference play, so that's why this one is different. The stakes, I think, are a little bit higher. Now, our passing offense, we're getting a lot of yards. We're not getting the touchdowns yet, but we are getting a lot of yards. So that's a big thing for us. We are able to move it. Rush offense, we need to pick up the pace a little bit, but that's going to take time to figure out our run game. We just need to be consistent. We haven't had really consistent games yet in these first 3 games. Now, this is game 4 of the season, so hopefully we can gather that in right now. Again, better late than never if you want to think about it that way. It is going to be a tough test being here on the road in Ann Arbor. It is one of the loudest stadiums out there. It's one of the most packed stadiums there is in college football, so have to keep that in mind. Now we're going to jump into this thing later in the first quarter. We have failed on 2 drives immediately, forced a punt, and Michigan has scored 2 touchdowns. To be fair, they missed 1 extra point, so that's positive, right? But we are trailing 13-0 here as this first quarter comes to a close here in this one. And at least we are on the move finally here as Linsky drops back, fires that one on the slant pattern to Dennis coming over the middle, picking up a good first down for us after a gain of 11 yards. That's his first catch, and we definitely need to get him more involved into the game plan here. So now with the 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Look at that, being outgained by 103 yards in the first quarter alone. Trying to get the narrative changed as we throw that one looking over for Gill, but unable to complete it as they jumped up and deflected that one down, thankfully not intercepting it. So 2nd and 10. Now as we come to the line, 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Linsky is in a shotgun. Hands that one off to Hull. He's got a hole open over the middle, running right through that thing, powering forward for about 9.5, 10 yards. But this is still going to be a 3rd down. He's just a couple inches short. And before we get that snap off, the quarter will end being completely dominated by the Wolverines as they lead 13-0. But we're trying to get back into this one. Kind of like last game against BYU. Just got to do it 1 play at a time. That's all you can do in a moment like this. And so here, right at the start of the second quarter, facing a 3rd and inches at around 27. Linsky's going to be in a pistol formation. It's going to be an option keeper. He has it up the middle. Big-time hole, big gain for 8 yards and a 1st and 10. After that one, he's got 11 yards on 2 carries. And guess what? We are now in the red zone. This area gave us fits last game against the Cougars, needing to make sure to not turn it over so much. We will not survive in this one if we do that. And on 1st and 10, he gets a short pass off to Kurtz coming on the drag pattern right across the middle. And now we have ourselves a 2nd and 7. And here we come out with the 2nd and 7 in a pistol formation. 3 wide set. We send Hull in motion. Has the snap. He's going to take off. Helinski right up the middle for about 4 yards that time. Little 4-yard chunk plays we can deal with. But we got to be careful. They are starting to get a little bit pressure with just bringing 3 and 4 guys. That's going to be a problem later in this game. So 3rd and 3, staying in the pistol formation. It's going to be a play action. Helinski rolls out to his right. He's going to take it himself and gets out of bounds after picking up 5 yards. We needed 3. He got 5, and we have a brand new set of downs now. So here at the 7-yard line, goal-to-go situation. Needing to get on the board. Helinski's going to be in a shotgun. 3 wide set. Hold to his left. It's going to be an option keeper. He's got an opening. Helinski lowers his shoulder, takes most of the punishment on that one. Picking up just 3 yards, getting us down to the 4-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Helinski's got 23 yards rushing on the ground so far today. Coming out in a shotgun 4 wide this time. Helinski has a snap. They bring a blitz. He throws it over. He's got Dennis Jr. in the end zone. Touchdown Northwestern. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Finally getting on the board here in the 2nd quarter with a quick little pass. Good job to hold on to it through that contact, and that's going to cut their lead in half. Now our defense holds them up on their next possession, so now we have another opportunity. And if we can get in the end zone one more time, we can actually take the lead here if we can make the extra point. So the score is 13-7. Hull rushed just for 6 yards, getting us down to the 29-yard line, making it a 2nd and 4. Here are 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Helinski from the shotgun has the snap. They bring only 4. Pocket's clean. He fires it over to Hull across the middle. He picks up 9 yards and a fresh set of downs for this Wildcat offense. As we are on the move, starting to figure it out, spread Michigan out a little bit and use some of the speed guys that we have on this roster. So 1st and 10. Helinski making changes at the line. Has the snap. They bring some pressure. He fires it over to Gill on the slant pattern, picking up 8 yards. Old reliable Jacob Gill's got his 3rd catch on the afternoon. Only 14 yards, though. So they are keeping him pretty contained, but keep giving him the ball. Feed it to your playmakers, and it will pay off for you in the end. 2nd and 2 as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Hand that one off to Hull going to the right side. He's hit and brought down, but he was able to fight forward to pick up just enough for the first down, giving him 47 yards on the afternoon. And we have ourselves a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Looking to snatch the lead here in Ann Arbor from the pistol. They bring a blitz. He fires it to the left side, and that's going to be intercepted by Johnson. And another turnover in the red zone has seemed to plague us all damn season. And they would take that down and score a touchdown. So it's 20-7 as we find ourselves with 20 seconds left, finding Hooper Price on a 15-yard reception. Just trying to get back into scoring position to put some form of points up on the board. At this stage, we really need to work on that goal line offense. That is about our 4th turnover in the last 2 games from within 10 yards. So 15 seconds remaining. Helinski has a snap, throws it deep over the middle. He's got Lang, Marshall Lang, 23 yards, and he's brought down at the 10. And we're going to use our final timeout as that will stop the clock. And then they're actually going to mark him down at the 11, but a great catch in traffic. So now 3 wide set. Helinski has the snap, fires it over to Porter on the right side, who races out of bounds and is going to get to the border to get that clock stopped and allow us to get a field goal just before half. Now that we're coming out here in the 3rd quarter, still trailing 20-10. Hand that off to Hull up the left guard side there, and he gets up about 5 yards on that rush, getting us down to the 37-yard line on the plus side of the field. All we need is a play to get back into this thing. One more score, and it puts us right in striking distance as we fired over to Gill, who makes a great reception 11 yards down the field as he got hit, hangs on to it, and is brought down at the 26-yard line. Another first down for this Wildcat offense as we are moving. Helinski, 19 of 23 for 181 yards. Missed only 4 passes on the day, one of those being the interception earlier. That time we hand it off to Hull going up the middle. He picks up 5 yards on that rush, making it 2nd and 5 just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. So 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Helinski's going to be in a shotgun. It's going to be an option keeper. Hull to the left side, diving forward, picking up 6 yards, just enough to give us a brand new set of downs here. He's got 27 yards rushing on the day. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone that has plagued us all season. And from the pistol formation, Helinski making changes right before the snap, has it off. Stands over, fires over the middle, hits Jacob Gill for 10 yards, but they're not going to give him a first down. It looks like he may have been inches short. So really 9.5 yards on that pass and catch to Jacob Gill. Get down at the 5-yard line. At the 5, just needing to really, at this stage, I'll take a field goal. Let's just avoid the turnover in general. Hand that one off to Hull up the middle, bounces out to the right side and picks up about 1.5 yards, 1 yard to get the first down. So 1st and goal from the 4. We're still trailing by 10, so any points gets us within a single score. 1st and goal. Helinski fires that one to the right side. Hooper Price had it in the end zone, and he dropped it. He dropped that one. It was right in his hands. A good play by the Michigan defender to knock it free. But still, you got to come up with those. You're getting that NIL money. You got to make that catch. So now 2nd and goal. Helinski in a shotgun. Has the snap. Fires it quickly. Kurtz makes a catch into the end zone untouched. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We're right back in it now with an opportunity just down 1 score here, needing a stop by our defense. Any kind of stop by our defense keeps us within that 1 score, and that way we can try to take the lead later on. And now we're going to jump ahead to halfway through the 4th quarter. Our defense has made the stands needed. It is still 20-17, 5 minutes to go. Helinski on the option keeper picks up 7 yards and gets it down to about the 35-yard line, 30-yard line. And that's going to make it 2nd and 3. We're trailing by 3 points. So if we need, just take the field goal, have the time, let our defense, who's played incredibly well this second half, take it over for us. For that time, we find Dennis Jr. on the slant pattern. He picks up 10 yards, and that's his 3rd catch of the day. He's got 25 yards receiving. 1st and 10 now for this Wildcat offense inside the red zone. And Evan Hull is going to be out for a little bit with a slight foot sprain. So that brings Cam Porter in, finding the gap in the line and squeezes through for 6 yards. Cam Porter, his first real duty of the season so far, coming in this one. Hull has a minor foot injury. Man, it's re-injury risk medium, but this is a big-time game. We got to keep Hull in there, so we do bring him back out onto the field. Screw his foot. He can learn to walk when they cut it off. 2nd and 4. Helinski's in a pistol formation. Hands that one straight off to Hull up the middle. Powering forward, only getting a couple yards there, though. The linebackers were right in the middle. They clogged the hole. He lowered his shoulder, but still it took a couple Wolverines to put him back down to the turf. So 3rd and 2 at the 10. Here we come out in a shotgun formation. 3 wide set. Hull to the left of Helinski. Has the snap. Fires it quickly over to Gill. Turns up. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Northwestern. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This Ann Arbor crowd is silenced on that one, as we will take the lead here late in the 4th quarter. 2.5 minutes remaining in this one, as Gill turned it right up after making the catch and got himself into the end zone. Now here comes the Wolverine in their offense. They're going to go 5 wide at this point. They have the snap, throw it quickly over the middle, and he's going to be hit and stopped for only a gain of about 3 yards on that one. Amarion Walker, that was his 2nd catch of the day. Cade McNamara finding him over the middle. He's 18 of 22 for about 280 yards. So 2nd and 7. McNamara has the snap. Pocket is clean. Pressure comes late, and he's going to go down for the sack. McNamara sacked for a loss of 7 yards. Anto Saka got back there, kept fighting off his tackle, and finally able to get the edge and get the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and 14 here for this Wolverine offense. They are backed up at their own 21-yard line, needing to go the length of the field. The score is 24-20. McNamara drops back, fires it to the left side. He's got his receiver at around the 50, and he's brought down quickly at the 49. A.J. Henning makes his 3rd catch of the day. He's got 78 yards in total. McNamara found him quickly within that zone. Got to watch that for our defense. 1.5 minutes remaining. Wolverines have possession at the 48 on the plus side of the field. McNamara staying in the shotgun. He's got the snap. Scans over, blitz comes, he drops off the screen pass, breaking tackles and pushing forward. Blake Corum only is going to get 4 yards. Good job by this Wildcat defense to collapse down on him to try to keep him contained once he made the catch. So now 1 minute remaining. McNamara in a shotgun, 2nd and 6, 3 receivers left. McNamara has the snap, pressure comes late, fires it over to the right side, and they drop it. They could not hold on to it. He threw it a little too late on that out pattern. And that could be devastating. Now they're facing a 3rd and 6. They're going to go 5 wide. They're leaving McNamara alone in the backfield. He has the snap. We bring a blitz. They hold. Pocket collapses late. He's going to be sacked again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And they have no choice but to go for it on 4th and 14. This could be the game. McNamara stays in the shotgun. 4 wide this time. Has the snap. Stands in. Pressure comes late. He gets sacked for a 3rd time on this drive. This defense holds them. And we're going to walk out of Ann Arbor with a victory here. 45 seconds remaining in this game, and the turnover happened on downs. Saka got back there once again. His 3rd sack on this drive. And we will just kneel it out. And that's going to give us probably one of the biggest wins of the season so far as we take it in Ann Arbor. A big-time comeback, trailing 13-0 in the first quarter. Fought back slowly, just make it one play at a time. Even near the end of the first half when we were down 20-7, we knew we could do it. We had to get the stops, and we did, and our offense converted when they had to as well. A great job by this Wildcat team to come into Ann Arbor and take out the number 15 Michigan Wolverines as we walk out victorious. 3-1 on the season so far through the first 4 games. 1-0 in the Big 10, taking out our first top 15 opponent. And hopefully there are many more to go for the rest of this season. It's a long one. We got 8 games left. A lot of things can happen between now and then. But let's hope we keep it up. Now, on that note, that does remind me, if y'all have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you did like today's video, you're enjoying college football being back in some of the games that they got going on today, definitely give us a thumbs up. It does help out the channel. And we do greatly appreciate everything y'all done for us here at Champ and Sons Gaming. So, on that note, stay tuned for our next episode. It will be only 1 game where we play Penn State. Slight recording issue happened, so we only have 1 game for y'all in the next episode. And I will see y'all in that one. So as always, everybody stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from this point, right? Later, y'all.